Mikaela Mayer, thank you for your time, first and foremost. What's your reaction on the overall outcome of the fight tonight?
I just think that neither one of them did enough to really impose themselves and solidify that win. I think that the movement was way too much, and I understand Teofimo's frustration in that. Ortiz thought he was winning the fight, and I think it was a lot his corner's fault for making him believe that he was winning. You can't move that much. You have to punch off your movement. You can't just take the angle and do a massive big circle around the ring. Like, you have to be able to punch off your movement and come back, and that's how he would have beaten Teofimo, with that movement. But now he's just running. At this point, the crowd's booing, and it's borderline just running. It is. So I just think it was a bad game plan on his part. Teofimo wasn't able to close that space and frustrated him, and you know, I don't know what the judges were seeing. It could have gone either way to me, so I'm not upset with the decision, but I just feel like, only because I feel like Ortiz could have done more.
Keyshawn called out Teofimo tonight. He's not very happy with him because he feels like Teo's kind of speaking out of line when it comes to him. What's your thought on that potential fight?
As a fan, I'd love to see it, so I hope it happens. I think it'll be a great matchup. I know that Keyshawn isn't the type to do big circles around the ring. They're both going to let their hands go, so it would be a really exciting fight.
Teo's also called out Terence Crawford. Yeah. How do you see that fight going if it should ever happen?
I think the problem now is we've seen what frustrates Teo, and that's a movement. Even if it's excessive and it's not entertaining, is the movement. And so I don't know. We'll see. Terence Crawford might pick up on that and in his mind know how to beat Teofimo, since, you know, he's been somewhat exposed in certain fights. So we'll see. But I don't know. Big fan of Terence Crawford. At this stage in his career, it's hard to bet against Terence.
Yeah. And lastly, with yourself, what's going on? Are you going to get the rematch with Natasha Jonas?
We're working on that. It's really up to her. You know, I think the fans have put a lot of pressure on her. Obviously, my promoter has told Boxer that yes, we're interested, and to come with an offer. They've at least had that conversation, so we're waiting on the offer. I think it's the best decision for her. You know, make this do it again for the fans. It's a huge fight. It's going to be even bigger this time around. She says it's her last year in boxing, so you might as well go out with big fights. I mean, who else would she fight that'd be bigger than me? I really don't see it. So hopefully we get the rematch, but I'm just waiting to find out.
We need to think of a new advert for freebets.com.
Get your best betting offers from freebets.com.
Yeah, that'll do.
The following deals are now live.